I found out my friend's husband is cheating on her, but she still believes his lies. Claire 30F and I 30F have been friends since our freshman year of high school. We met in our science class and bonded over the fact that we both hated science. We both had other friends, but we became each other's best friend. We talked for hours on the phone almost every night. We dressed up as duos for Halloween. We went to college together, roomed together, roommates after college. You get the idea. We were besties. She had a younger brother and I had an older brother, and we became the sister we both never had. Sounds cliche, I know, but we considered ourselves lucky that we had our science class together that year. Her parents were in the middle of a divorce and I think it helped her to have someone understand and talk to her about it. She met her now husband through a co-worker. They started dating 5 years ago and have now been married for 3 years. He was good to her and made her feel loved, and I never had any issues with him. They seemed happy together. Last week, Claire asked if I wanted to grab dinner because she wanted to talk to me about something that had been bothering her. She told me she felt like her husband was having an affair. She wanted me to help her figure out if her husband was cheating her. Claire said she knows the consequences of accusing him without proof, but she has this gut feeling that she can't shake. We made a plan for me to follow her husband on the night he had to work late. I understand how crazy this sounds now that I'm writing this out, but stick with me. I agreed to her plan and she said he told her had to work late Thursday night. I didn't have any concrete plans and was able to do what she needed. Well, I confirmed her suspicions. He left his office and met up with a woman at a hotel bar for about an hour, and then they went upstairs to a room, I assume. He was touching her leg at the bar. She was laughing with him and putting her hand on his shoulder. I would be uncomfortable if my boyfriend was at the bar touching another woman like this. I am not married, so correct me if I am wrong, but it just felt too comfortable. I snapped pictures of his hand on her thigh and of them walking to the elevator to go upstairs, and then I left. I went to my friend's house and she was beside herself with the evidence. I sent her the pictures so she would have them on her phone. I never heard back from her that evening. I called her the next morning and my call was declined, rang 2 times and went to voicemail. I texted her and did not hear anything back. By lunch, I was concerned and called again. Declined, sent to voicemail. I called her office and she was out of the office today, but I could leave a message. She lives too far from my office to stop by on my lunch break. I heard nothing all afternoon and I was genuinely concerned for her. We normally talk at least once throughout the day. I went directly to her house after work. Her husband answered the door. She was standing behind him crying. He said he knew that I had fabricated pictures of him at a hotel and sent them to his wife. He said he was disgusted that I would try to break up their marriage. From behind him, Claire yells something like she trusted me and couldn't believe that I would try to ruin her marriage, and that his colleague confirmed to her that he was at work until 10 p.m. She didn't understand why I would make fake images of her husband at a bar. He said he always knew that I didn't like him and was just waiting for an opportunity to get him out of the picture, which is completely untrue. I have never had a problem with him until recently when Claire told me her concerns and I agreed that he had been acting differently. My best friend believes her husband over the actual proof that I provided her at her request. He told me that they wanted me to leave and to never come back. I was in freaking shock. So now I am here, completely heartbroken, asking what I should do. My friend is being cheated on by her husband. His reaction confirms that, and I am 100% certain of what I saw. I didn't fabricate pictures to try to break up their marriage. My friend asked me to do something and I did it. She's been my friend for 15 years. She was basically my sister, so I didn't hesitate. Do I try to convince her that her husband is lying? Do I sit back and let this play out? I am heartbroken over losing my friend, but I also feel if she was able to believe her husband so quickly over the evidence I gave her, that maybe there is nothing I can do. Conflicted is the word, I guess. I would appreciate advice because I just don't know where to go from here. My boyfriend told me to back off and just let it play out. He believes Claire's husband is cheating and is as confused as I am by the situation.